have to show you this one. Browns trade scenario, and this is from Yahoo Sports Fansided. Browns get J.J. McCarthy. The Vikings get Dillon Gabriel and a conditional 2027 first-round pick. I looked at that. I said, "There's no way that would ever happen." What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the condition is it should be a third-round pick at best. Like, I'm not down on J.J. McCarthy the way some are. Like, if you're asking me, would I rather have J.J. McCarthy or Anthony Richardson? It's J.J. McCarthy, not by. It's not even close. But no, this is the thing. People are already talking about this. You're seeing people like Adam Schefter and some of these others talk about teams are either already hoarding or preparing to be very difficult in terms of 2027 draft picks. It goes well beyond quarterbacks. There are a ton of frontline players. Jeremiah Smith, Trevor Gooseby, the tackle from Texas, Dylan Stewart, the pass rusher from South Carolina. There are a ton of these guys. And if they all pan out, all these teams want to have as many assets as possible in the 2027 draft. So the idea that the Browns would give up their first round pick, even if it's conditional, for J.J. McCarthy is crazy. And the other part about this, if I know everybody wants to put the J.J. McCarthy thing on the outgoing GM. That was Kevin O'Connell's guy. It doesn't make much sense to me that you've signed Kyler Murray, okay, but like there's no real reason for you to give up on J.J. McCarthy. Coach him up, see if you can develop him. You picked him, and see if you can make it work because the tools are really impressive. I granted the gameplay has not been good, but if that's the issue and you're ultimately giving up on him already, I don't know what that says about Kevin O'Connell.
So let's take this hypothetical. If the Browns do, in fact, give up on Dillon Gabriel, trade him somewhere, release him, do something with Gabriel, could you see them drafting a quarterback late, say day 3 in this draft? And if it is, who kind of perks your ear up relative to the Browns and somebody in this draft cycle?
Could they? Yeah. And I worry that they will. And the reason I say that is because, look, Todd Monken will at that point be able to go, well, I want my own guy to sort of mess around with. But any pick they use that's not to either help Shedeur Sanders or the guy in 2027, to me, isn't a good use of time and resources. Because if the Browns are not going to be good and they're going to be picking high in 2027, then you're sort of just wasting time with the quarterback. You're hoping they're going to be an instant prodigy in an offense which proved not to be a good place for a quarterback to play in last year. So are you really wanting to take an asset that could be useful for you in that context to take another quarterback? Now, I think you asked the question the right way. If they're going to do that, day 3 is probably the way to do it. The issue is who is the quarterback that sort of makes sense. If there's a guy that intrigues me, I'd probably wait, hopefully see if he's available after the draft, would be Baron Morton, the Texas Tech quarterback. But my personal stance is I don't want any of them. Like, I don't like the quarterback class in general. I understand there's some guys with some tools, but I really hate the idea of throwing another rookie into this mix. You drafted 2 guys last year, and we all went in thinking, okay, well, in 2026, they're going to get the quarterback. Well, they didn't. So now you get this extra year. See if they can figure something out. And if they can't, then you're going to swing big for it in 2027, as you should.